So welcome back to another episode of Southwest Virginia Virtual Visits. Now, one thing to note is on today's episode, we're not technically in Southwest Virginia anymore. We're over visiting our neighbors in Northeast Tennessee, about 10 or 15 minutes outside of Damascus, Virginia, at a place called Backbone Rock. This is part of the Cherokee National Forest, and it is a wonderful location, especially for those of you that are visiting Abingdon and Damascus to go for a ride on the Creeper Trail. Since it's not too far outside of Damascus, I thought, why not take a stop here and show you some of the key features of this awesome place. Let's go along and explore some of Backbone Rock. So if you do park in the main parking area, you'll see there's actually some restrooms right over here, and there is a little path that will actually take you to the top of Backbone Rock, where we just drove through just a moment ago. You can see some of the trail system up there. And as long as things aren't too slick, my dog Lily and I are actually going to go explore up top, show you what that view looks like, and then go over towards the picnic area and just show you some more amazing views of this awesome place. So without further ado, let's take off and go for this little bit of a hike. I wouldn't say this is the hardest hike in the entire world, but it is pretty steep. So if you do have any type of knee problems or you're just a little out of shape, expect to be a little bit winded when you get to the top. So we're just going to go ahead and trek our way to the top and see what we can see, and I'll see you all when we get to the summit. So we've done it. We came to the top, and you'll see once you get up this staircase, there actually looks like there's a little bit of a split and the trail keeps going, but what we want to do is move right out this way so we can get to the bridge. So we're going to go ahead and head out this direction, and we've arrived at the top of Backbone Rock. So now you can really get a good view of everything here. So again, there's the parking area. Right down there is the road that we traveled coming through the rock. You can see a little bit of the river over this way. It actually starts on that side, crosses over to this side of the road, goes all the way over to the section we were at, and then there's the roadway back into Damascus. So right back that way you've got Virginia, and then that'll take you on farther into Northeast Tennessee. So really cool little spot. But let's just continue on walking. I'm going to let you guys enjoy some of the sights and sounds without my voice and just soak in a little bit of outdoor nature ASMR. This is a really nice view over here to the right. You can actually see Backbone Rock where we just were, the parking area down below. And I've actually seen some rock climbers climbing up this wall over here before. So not something I would say to try unless you are very experienced, maybe have some permission, but I have seen that going on here. Great view of the river down there. Just an overall really nice lookout spot. Highly encourage you to be very careful here, as there is no railing or protection, and that is just straight down. And speaking of that, I'm just going to step away and we'll go explore some more areas here. So when you do want to get back down, we don't have to go back the way we came. This thing loops around. I recommend going this way, as this will put you at the main picnic area. Also a great spot for, I've seen lots of people swimming, so if you want to get in the water, wouldn't recommend it in January, but in the summer months it's a lot better. Now be a little careful going down these steps, because just like the others, railing is either non-existent or very limited, and these steps can get pretty slick. So I'm going to cut my camera off just to be safe going down here with Lily, and I'll see you guys when we get down to the bottom. Okay, so we've made it back to the bottom, and here's kind of the main little picnic shelter. So you can come out and have yourself a little get together here. I've actually seen weddings out here, family picnics, and a plethora of things. Just down the road there are some camping spots available in the campground, so if you are looking to get more of an outdoor rustic adventure type setting, you could do that as well. There's a lot of neat things around here that we won't get to show you everything of today, such as just up the road just slightly, there is some small sets of waterfalls, which you can go on that hike as well. But I wanted to kind of take you and show you a little bit more over here towards the river of this just beautiful spot. Now, one of my favorite areas to go to, if we continue on out this way, there's a big opening and clearing that not a ton of people go to. It's almost like a little bit of like a sandy beach with a bunch of rocks, so it's a really nice place if you just want to be alone and just enjoy some quiet time and sights and sounds out here in nature, and even get in the water. You could do that as well. That's a great spot. So all you want to do is just keep heading out this way. There's a natural trail that'll connect you with the rocks, but for today, we're just going to kind of stay around this section and see what all we could find around here. So I also did want to mention, up there is where we just were here a little bit ago at the top of Backbone Rock. But if you are someone who doesn't think they can handle doing that actual loop all the way around to get to the picnic area, you can just walk through the tunnel here and come straight to the picnic area down these small set of steps, or you could have somebody just drop you off over on this side of the road. So that way you don't have to try to trek through that trail if you don't think you can handle it. I'm just going to go ahead and walk back to the parking area going through the tunnel so everybody can see what that looks like. And you definitely want to be careful coming up through here because the sight distance for cars isn't too good until you get to the top. And sometimes people can come through here pretty quickly. But this is definitely a remarkable sight, and I'm actually glad we came out here while there's some ice on the tunnel. Very beautiful, and you can see how far up this actually goes. And you see we're back to the parking area. We just took a little bit easier route coming back. You can see here, this is where I was talking about the rock climbers are going up and about over on that side. And of course over here from the U.S. Forest Service, we actually have a little bit of a picture of what things was like. You can see the train that actually was going through the tunnel there. And that's actually why this was formed in the first place, is so trains could work their way through. So now we get to enjoy it today as a beautiful outdoor recreation area and go through ourselves. Thank you so much for tuning in to another wonderful Southwest Virginia virtual visit. I hope you have a lot of fun when you're out exploring Southwest Virginia and a lot of these locations that we talk about. Our aim is to get out here and show you these places that you might not have known about, so that way you could go visit them on your next adventure. So if you are planning to come to the Virginia Creeper Trail in Damascus, ride down from White Top to Damascus, or even all the way over to Abingdon, be sure that you put Backbone Rock on your things to do just outside of town. So after you get back to town, get yourself a bite to eat at one of the restaurants, and then just drive out here with the family and just enjoy, 20-30 minutes even, just walking around the trails, taking some pictures and making some memories here in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. But I can't wait to see you guys on the next episode, and as always, be safe and have fun exploring Southwest Virginia.